gotta deal with it.
She's giving me tough energy. Oh, wow. Dude, she's already bending everything. Hey, she's a bit of a badass, man. Sit down. All right, Korra episode 2. I really enjoyed the first episode. Korra is great. I'm really keen to learn more about what's going on in the rest of the world outside of the Republic City. I talked a lot in the discussion last episode about some of the contrasts I've already noticed between The Last Airbender and Korra. I think they're doing a really good job and I like the direction they've taken it. Tenzin, I think, is going to be a really good character, and it's really kind of surreal seeing Katara in the show as well. Even though it's only been a few days for me since the end of The Last Airbender going into Korra now, seeing Katara so much older, knowing that people like Sokka and Aang are no longer in the world, it's just really surreal, you know? And I'm a bit of a sucker for references to past things. So the more The Last Airbender references we get, the happier I'm going to be. But like I said last episode, I'm really not going to try and compare the two shows, but I'll continue trying to highlight the contrasts and references as they pop up. And quite a lot of world building in the first episode as well. I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit more of that, and maybe a little bit more on the main antagonist that we have seen already, or who I'm assuming is going to be the main antagonist, at least for season 1, you know. And I'm really keen to see more of Korra, you know. I think Korra is going to be a really good main character for this show. Like and subscribe, check out the Patreon for early access if you're interested, and with all that being said, enjoy the video. Also, do you guys want 2 episodes per video? That's something I would be more than willing to do. Let me know in the comments if you prefer 2 episodes or 1 per video.
Only the Avatar can master all 4 elements.
Oh, here we go. This is so sick. Chapter 2, A Leaf in the Wind. All right.
What do you say we go to the arena tonight? Catch a few pro bending matches.
Yep.
That sport is a mockery of the noble tradition of bending.
Come on, Tenzin.
Look at all the monks, man.
In order to learn airbending, I believe you require a calm, quiet environment, free from any distractions.
See, and watching Aang learn airbending was the one thing we didn't get to see, so it'll be interesting to see how Korra goes about this.
So,
Oh,
my
Lima
mother informed me that you've never been able to airbend before.
Yeah, but I don't know why. The other elements came so easily.
Yeah.
Every single time I've tried airbending, nothing.
Often the element that's the most difficult for the Avatar to master is the one most opposite to the
Oh,
Avatar's
look, she's got the same clothes on now.
Yeah, well, I'm about as opposite an airbender as you can get.
Right, personality-wise. So it's not necessarily like firebending was difficult for her as a waterbender. It's a personality thing, okay.
The goal is to weave your way through the gates and make it to the other side without touching them.
I hope we see a lot of these kids, man. They've got some character.
Is to be like the leaf.
Ah, okay, I see. You just go with the wind, yeah.
The movement of the gates.
That's some good camera work.
Airbending is all about spiral movements. When you meet resistance, you must be able to switch direction at a moment's notice.
Let's do this.
So Janora's the eldest of Tenzin's children. Okay, very stubborn.
Dance like the wind. Be the leaf.
This kid. Now she got rocked by that. Okay, you can see what they're saying, right? From how they described her in episode 1 and the way she's going about this as well.
What is wrong with me? Airbend!
Also, how old is Korra? Do we know?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm coming to you live from Republic City's Pro Bending Arena, where tonight the best in the world continue their quest for a spot in the upcoming championship
I
tournament.
kind of like this thing. I know Tenzin didn't like it, but I think this is cool. Where's the boulder?
This Mako's
The next
done
boulder.
boxing. He
Wait,
advances,
Mako.
fires 2 quick shots. Clock is winding down. Can Yomo hold on? He's teetering on the edge of the ring now. The fire ferrets line up to strike.
Fire ferrets?
Korra, come down here, please.
You shut it off at the best part.
Mako was Iroh's voice actor. Did they name a character after him? That's awesome.
You know what I meant. Anyway, shouldn't you be in bed by now?
So this interaction is quite funny. Like how Tenzin is and how Korra is. It's going to be interesting.
I think I'm doing it wrong.
There's nothing to do. Let your mind and your spirit be free.
Yeah, this is what
For
she's
air
having
is the
trouble with
element
though.
of
I wonder why though.
Yeah, you're telling me to embrace freedom, but you won't even let me listen to the radio? None of this airbending stuff makes any sense to me.
I know you're frustrated, but these teachings will sink in over time.
Yeah, it's not sinking in yet.
She has no patience, eh? It all came so easy to her, you know? She's not used to having to do this much, I think. Oh, classic. Damn, Aang did that, right? In the finale? Something like that? Is this the arena? They were zooming in on this before. Where's this Mako character?
I was just looking for a bathroom and I got lost.
Ah, the old I had to pee excuse.
Who's this in the back?
No, wait!
There you are. I've been looking everywhere for you. She's with me.
Oh, is he
I'm with
swooping
him.
in to save her?
See, we're together.
Well, not together, more like friends.
Right, friends. No, I didn't mean to imply.
Oh, you implied it.
So this was for sure one of the guys that she was listening to on the radio.
Best seats in the house, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable. This place is even more amazing than I imagined.
Name's BOLIN, by the way.
Okay, BOLIN.
I told you. You have to stop bringing your crazy fangirls in here before the matches.
Okay, this might be the guy.
Come on, Mako.
Mako, here we go.
Kinda promised her she could
Firebenders?
stay. Man, I got a good feeling. There's something special about her.
I mean, look, you're right, but...
My brother, Mako.
Oh, the brothers.
Mako? Wow, I heard you play on the radio.
Come on, Bolin, we're up.
Or I could meet him later.
I'm curious to see what they're actually doing in this thing.
And they're off. The two teams waste no time trying to blast each other out of Zone 1. Asuk is the first to feel the heat of the Tiger Dillo, while Mako showcases his trademark cool under fire style.
Okay, oh, I see it, I see it. So they have a bunch of different benders. Fire, water, and earth. Obviously no airbenders.
Assuming the fabulous Bending brothers can hold their ground until the next round.
I love the commentator as well.
It's all up to Mako now. He's bobbing and weaving.
Right, here we go.
Weaving and bobbing. If Mako's knocked out, the Ferret's fabulous season is over.
Dude, she's so into it. This must be like the greatest thing in the world for her.
It seems his plan is to let the Tiger Dillos punch themselves out. And his plan is working. Han is in the pool.
Okay.
They've got nothing left to
Han?
take, and Mako is on the offensive.
Damn, he really waited for the right moment.
It's one-on-one, and it's an earth and fire slugfest.
Marco's kind of the guy. Good, good. Yeah, he's the guy. He's the guy. Bring him along. I don't know what we're bringing him along for, but bring him along.
So, what'd you think, Korra?
What did I think? What did I think? That was amazing! You guys
That's
were
the Zuko.
incredible out there. Especially you, Mr. Hat Trick.
Oh, you're still here?
Oh, you're still a jerk.
All right, you can already see.
But I never learned how to move like that. It's like there's a whole new style here.
Yeah, no, this is good. I was gonna say you can already see some development potential for Korra and Mako here.
I could show you the basics. I'm just not sure how my earthbending would translate to your waterbending.
Right, they're brothers.
Won't be a problem. I'm actually an earthbender.
I'm sorry, no, I didn't mean to assume.
But one's an earthbender and one's a firebender.
With your water tribe getup, that you are a water tribe gal.
No, you're right. I'm a waterbender.
She's so chill
and a
about it.
firebender.
Put it together, man.
You're the Avatar, and I'm an idiot.
Both are true.
No way.
I get a bit of soccer from this guy, I'm not gonna lie. Just a little bit.
Stay light on your toes, right up until the moment when you
This
need
is
to
good,
dig
though.
in and strike. Then, pop, pop.
The 1-2. A little different perspective on stuff for Korra, I think. Good, good. Footwork.
Wow! Nice adjustment. You're a natural at this.
Not bad.
I like the boxing style that the brothers have.
Patience, Korra.
Yeah, she got a bit of a temper, man.
What is wrong with you?
Maybe the problem isn't me. Maybe the reason I haven't learned airbending yet is because you're a terrible teacher.
He's also the only teacher, though.
Yeah, you're a terrible teacher, Daddy.
Dude, these kids are carrying right now, especially Milo.
You must promise me that your teenage years won't be like this.
I will make no such promises.
Good, good. The kids are great, man. I will make no such promises.
I didn't miss your match, did I? You guys look like you lost already.
We might as well have.
Such a no-good,
okay.
no-show.
Oh, Korra's gonna play with the man. Oh no.
Don't do anything too fancy or aggressive. In fact, don't do anything.
You got it, Captain.
I don't think this will go well, but I'm open to being surprised.
Fire ferret waterbender penalty. Move back 1 zone.
You're only allowed to knock players off the back of the ring.
Right, okay. She just jumps into things, man.
And we're back in action after that hiccup. But I'm not so sure this replacement player knows what she's doing.
Yeah, no, she has no idea.
Back to zone 3.
I'll show you over the line.
Lots of emphasis on the audience noises as well, so I imagine if they do win and when they figure out that it is the Avatar, it might be an issue.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I thought she might do that. Oh no.
Foul, I think.
Pardon me, everyone, but have you seen Korra this evening? She's not in her room.
You've gotta be kidding me. She's the Avatar, folks, playing in a pro-bending...
Oh,
I'll
spit
get her
take.
myself.
The Avatar will be permitted to continue so long as she solely bends water.
Okay. Oh, and the crowd likes it.
This girl may be the Avatar, but she's no pro-bender, and the platypus bears are intent
Ooh,
on
talk to
exploiting
him.
that weakness.
Yeah, she's not very experienced, right? She's just been training her whole life, right? Like, not actually out in the real world. Oh shit, it's him.
Tenzin?
I have tried my very best to get through to you by being gentle and patient. But clearly the only thing you respond to is force.
You know, I'm beginning to think there's a reason I haven't been able to learn it. Because maybe I don't even need it.
What? The Avatar needs to learn airbending. It is not optional.
No! This
She's a
is what I need
natural
to learn.
rebel, man.
Modern styles of fighting.
Being the Avatar isn't all about fighting, Korra.
Oh, I like this.
I have a match to go finish.
Ooh, there's a bit in there. I like that a lot. There's been a big emphasis on how much more modern Korra is, but perhaps Tenzin is still a little bit like his father. But what did Katara say when Aang was trying to learn earthbending? You know, it's different styles of teaching as well. That can be a thing.
She's been pushed back to zone 3, and the water is calling her name. It's only a matter of time before... Hold the phone! Stop the presses!
Oh, she's doing the thing, man.
She's moving like an entirely different player!
She's doing the
All of a sudden,
airbending training.
The platypus bear strikes are only striking air!
Oh, good, good, good. Yeah, she needs to be in these moments, Tenzin. I love the music that changed as well. Oh, it's fantastic.
Knockout! Woo! The fire
My man Tenzin.
I cannot believe it!
Mako?
Korra, what can I say? You really came alive in that last round. You are a natural.
Thanks. But I can't take all the credit.
Good, good.
Someone else taught me those moves.
Yeah, he did. Oh, they've got to put it back together. That's kind of tragic.
I'm really sorry. I was really frustrated with myself, and I took it out on you.
I think I owe you an apology, too. By the way, you were really good out there tonight. You moved just like an airbender.
Wait, you stayed and watched?
I did. Pro bending turned out to be the perfect teaching tool for you.
Good. That's what I was hoping he'd realize.
And by the way, I kind of permanently joined the Fire Ferrets, and we're playing in the tournament in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's gonna be good for her though, man. Ooh. What's he looking at? Oh, I like that. I like that. Ooh, Oh, there's some good stuff in there, man. I'm recognizing a lot of those names in the credits there as well. Really, really good stuff, man. These first 2 episodes have done a lot. Now, The Last Airbender had a lot of episodes where there would be a little conflict within the episode, and by the time the episode ended, we've kind of resolved that conflict. And this episode kind of reminded me of those types of episodes just a little bit, just in the sense of Tenzin and Korra's dynamics, you know, the way that Korra needs to learn airbending, airbending the way that she is naturally. Like she's been, to me, it sounds like she's been in the Southern Water Tribe for most of her life, right? I think they said in episode 1 that that's what Aang wanted. They wanted her to master all the elements before, you know, she went out into the world or something. And I'm sure there must have been a reason for that. I'm curious as to what that was. And I think that's a big part of why, you know, now that she's been given a little bit of a taste of the outside world, she's just so keen to go and experience more of it. She doesn't want to be chained down by anything, you know? And that combined with how naturally the other elements have come to her, you can see why she's having difficulties with airbending and struggling with the fact that it's not coming naturally to her. Air is the element of freedom. I think that's something she's probably been lacking in her life. And now that she's started to experience that, especially being out there in the pro bending tournament, and that's probably one of the first times she's truly felt free. And that's when she was able to do, you know, some of that footwork that they've been practicing, which is really cool. I love seeing stuff like that when people like learn things or are able to apply them in the moment. And it's great that Tenzin was there as well, because you could kind of see what they were leading towards, right? Big emphasis on how much more modern the show is. There's a lot more modern themes. Everything looks more modern. And Korra's a fighter, man. Like, to me, it seems like she's a natural rebel. And I was saying that, to me, I was kind of getting the vibe that Tenzin, as probably the only airbender outside of his children right now, he might still be stuck a little bit in the old ways that he would have got from Aang, his father. And it kind of seemed like he had a lot of monks around him as well. Maybe they're trying to bring that back, you know, that airbending culture, you know, and it does seem like a very old style kind of culture, you know. So for Tenzin, this is probably eye-opening for him as well, to kind of see Korra in this modern environment. And that's when she's been able to bring out the teachings that he's been trying to bestow onto her. So I think that's where we were trying to get to and get across in this episode. And I think they did a pretty good job of it. It was very enjoyable. And these kids, man, Tenzin's kids, they are MVPs, man. I want to see a lot more of them. I don't know how many months or years the show spans across these 4 seasons, but I want to see these kids grow up, man. I want to see them become, you know, little airbending prodigies. Like, I'm pretty sure they are already. And we've got the brothers, okay? We've got Mako and BOLIN. So what's interesting to me, and this immediately got me thinking about their parentage. So BOLIN is an earthbender, and I see he's got green eyes as well. I really like that. And Mako is a firebender, and Mako's got those red eyes as well. I wonder if they do that with everyone, like their eye color is the color of like their bending discipline. You see Korra's got blue eyes here as well. So clearly one of their parents is a firebender and one of them is an earthbender. But that took me by surprise. That's just not something we typically saw in the last Airbender, because the 4 nations were quite split, or the 3 nations, because there wasn't really an Earth nation. Sorry, an Air nation. There wasn't really an Air nation. It was just Aang. So to me, that kind of says that, you know, we have come together a little bit. I don't know how common of a thing this might have been, you know, 70 years ago, but in this day and age, and this is only just one example, but it seems like, you know, people are getting together from the different nations. I think that's really cool. And maybe that's further built upon by the fact that, you know, in their team, they each had a firebender, an earthbender, and a waterbender. And I think that was one of the rules. That's what I was getting. They needed specifically a replacement waterbender. So that's really cool how they've brought the nations and the elements together. Potentially that was something that was a bit of an emphasis during the last Airbender. Separation of the elements and the nations is an illusion. It's Guru Pathik saying that. But I like that. And I was saying Mako was giving me more vibes that he was going to be one to stick around. I think it's probably going to be both of the brothers. Maybe they'll be the siblings that are in the party, you know, instead of Sokka and Katara. And BOLIN was giving me a little bit of Sokka, just a little bit. Sokka is a very, very specific and unique character whose shoes are going to be very hard to fill. So I hope they don't try too hard to kind of replicate that and just make BOLIN his own kind of character. But we'll see. And like I said during the episode, you can already see there's going to be, and there already has been, some growth between Mako and Korra. And I like that shot at the end there, man. Mako was looking out from the arena towards where Korra was, and Korra was, you know, looking back towards the arena. And it had me thinking, man, like there's something there, not necessarily between the two characters, but maybe it's like each of them were looking at each other's lives, you know, saying like, damn, I wish I had that life. But Korra seems significantly happy now that she's joined this team permanently. They're going to play in the championship tournament. Like, she was looking very fondly towards the temple. And Mako had a very different look on his face. He was looking towards, you know, the temple. I believe that's Tenzin's place. And I'm curious as to what their lifestyle is like, Mako and BOLIN, because they're living, you know, in the attic of the arena. Like, to me, that kind of says that this is the only choice that they have. So it'd be really interesting to think if Mako's looking at Korra's life. Maybe Korra, in his eyes, is really free. You know, she's the avatar. But Korra's probably looking at them the same way. Like, they're out there doing doing all these things that she hasn't gotten to do until now. But we'll see, that's all just coming off, you know, like a 5-second shot. But I like the setup between Mako and Korra. I think they're going to be two really good characters. They have an interesting dynamic. They've already gone a little bit back and forth, you know, and Mako's already come around to the fact that Korra, you know, really came around with that little airbending footwork she did. But that's really good stuff. These first 2 episodes have given me a lot to look forward to, a lot to talk about. That's exactly where I love to be. And don't get it twisted, I saw the lemur, man. Look, I don't even want to think about the fact that Momo and Appa are probably no longer with us as well. But bring the lemurs back. You know, where are Momo's children? Where's Momo? But I think that's going to do it from this one. If I missed anything or if there's anything you guys want to point out, please leave a comment down below. I would love to read all of them. I can tell I'm really going to like this show. I'm really enjoying it. But I know at some point, you know, it takes a little bit of a turn. I don't know. I might like that. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And as always, please continue to leave your comments and feedback down below. You know, I always appreciate it. And we'll see you all in the next episode of The Legend of Korra.